Hi everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Real English's podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about the right mindset for all English learners with a topic that's really close to my heart. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we're talking about why you are never too old to practice English. So, grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's have a heart-to-heart chat. Alright, so, I get it. Learning a new language can be intimidating, especially if you feel like you're starting later in life. Maybe you've heard people say things like, "Oh, it's too late for me," or "I'm too old to learn a new language well." I'm here to tell you that's not true at all. It's never too late to start, and you're never too old to practice and improve your English. Let's break down why this is true. First of all, let's talk about the brain. Did you know that your brain is amazing at adapting and learning new things, no matter your age? There's this thing called neuroplasticity, which basically means your brain can continue to change and form new connections throughout your life. So, whether you're 20, 40, or 60, your brain is still capable of learning new skills, including a new language. Next, let's bust the myth that language learning is only for the young. Sure, kids might pick up languages quickly, but adults have some major advantages too. We have life experience, better study habits, and often, a stronger motivation. Maybe you want to travel, connect with family and friends, or advance your career. Whatever your reason, that motivation can be a powerful driving force. Now, let's get practical. How do you start, or keep, practicing English as an adult? Well, one of the best ways is to integrate it into your daily life. You don't need to spend hours studying textbooks. Instead, find fun and engaging ways to practice. Watch your favorite TV shows or movies in English, listen to podcasts like this one, or read books and articles that interest you. Speaking of listening, another great tip is to immerse yourself in the language. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. You could, join online communities, participate in language exchange programs, or even just chat with friends or coworkers in English. The more you hear and use the language, the more natural it will become. And here's a big one: don't be afraid to make mistakes. Seriously, making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. Even native speakers slip up sometimes. The key is to keep going and learn from those mistakes. Every time you use English, you're getting better, even if it doesn't feel like it right away. Another thing to remember is to set realistic goals. You don't have to become fluent overnight. Start with small, achievable goals, like learning a new word every day or practicing speaking for a few minutes each day. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Each step forward is a victory. And let's not forget the power of a positive mindset. Believe in yourself and your ability to learn. Age is just a number, and it doesn't define what you're capable of. Embrace the journey and enjoy the process. Learning English can open up so many new opportunities and experiences. So, to recap, your brain is ready to learn at any age, motivation is key, integrate English into your daily life, immerse yourself in the language, embrace mistakes, set realistic goals, and keep a positive mindset. Remember, it's never too late to start or continue your language learning journey. Alright friends, that's it for today's episode of Everyday Real English. I hope you found some inspiration and practical tips to keep you motivated. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and let me know if there's a topic you'd like me to cover next time. Thanks for listening, and remember, you're never too old to practice English. Keep learning and stay awesome. Hi everyone, today we're going to learn some really useful English phrases that you can use in your everyday conversations. So, let's dive right in. Alright, the first phrase we're going to talk about is close to someone's heart. This phrase is used to describe something that is very important or special to someone. For example, you might say, This project is very close to my heart, which means the project is very important to you. Or you could say, animal welfare is a cause close to her heart, indicating that she cares deeply about animal welfare. You see, this phrase is a great way to express something that you are passionate about or care deeply for. Now, let's move on to heart to heart. This phrase means having a sincere and honest conversation, usually about personal or emotional topics. For instance, you might have a heart-to-heart with a friend about your feelings. You could say, "We had a heart-to-heart talk about our future," which means you had an open and honest conversation about what's to come. Or, she needed a heart-to-heart with her mom about her worries, showing that she needed a deep and meaningful conversation to discuss her concerns. It's a phrase that highlights the importance of honesty and sharing true feelings. Next up, we have breakdown. This phrase can be used in a couple of different ways. One common use is when something mechanical stops working, like a car. For example, "My car broke down on the way to work," means your car stopped functioning while you were driving to work. Another use is to describe explaining something in detail or making something easier to understand. For instance, "Let me break down the instructions for you," means you are going to explain the instructions step by step. Finally, let's talk about right away. This phrase means to do something immediately or without any delay. For example, "I need you to come here right away," means you want the person to come immediately. Or, "She answered the phone right away," indicating she picked up the phone as soon as it rang. Remember to practice these phrases in your conversations to make them feel more natural. Thanks for listening, and if you like learning English from this podcast, please subscribe to support us in creating more content like this. See you next time.